Hi, I'm Andrew Costas with UT Physicians, and I'm here at the nurse triage line, and we're going to go into the nurse triage line where we have 20 plus nurses who operate a 24/7, 365 nurse triage line for our patients to call in and get care either during office hours, after office hours, on holidays, weekends, like I said, 24/7, 365. We have Employee of the Month for April to do a surprise, and we're actually going to talk about Nurses Week, which happens to be this week in the nurse triage line, so it sort of fits well with trying to surprise the Employee of the Month, April 2018. Let's go and see if we can surprise her. So we're actually in the nurse triage line area now, where we have 20 plus nurses, again, operating the service 24/7, 365. It actually happens to be Nurses Week, so we want to celebrate Nurses Week by showing off this wonderful, I think less than 2-year nurse triage line. The center takes approximately 20,000 phone calls from patients every single month, and those services are provided to our patients 24/7, and we provide a very valuable service to the patients who rely on us for their care. And so what we're also looking for is some success stories, or to talk about what it is we do from time to time here in the nurse triage line, again, which is helping patients by calling into the clinics and then using the phone prompts to get into the nurse triage line, and then being connected to specific nurses in the unit to help them with their medical needs or just basic questions. Again, it's to serve all of our patients with UT Physicians. We have Ribi.
Yes, sir.
We have Ribi here. She's been with the nurse triage line for how long?
1 year.
For 1 year. And she's been part of the wonderful success that we've had here, helping patients every day, evenings, weekends, holidays, and whatnot. So in celebration of Nurses Week, we also wanted to incorporate, a success story or any stories that you may have. Do you have any stories or things that you may remember about any patients you've helped out in the past?
Yeah, sure, of course. From the 1 year that I'm here, we actually, all the nurses go through from pediatric to adults and all the area we cover. And each and every day we get each calls that, sometimes it is really urgent, and the one I remember is a lady that called me, and she was, kind of short of breath, and I can, because we cannot see it, but through the phone,
okay,
we recognize all the symptoms that she was going through, and she was absolutely was only able to say few, but with our experience on the background of the nursing, I was able to recognize and help her and call the 911.
Wow.
For her, and actually she was bleeding in.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that story. Why don't I hear about these
I was
wonderful
able to
success
help.
stories?
It's something like we feel that satisfaction inside ourselves when we're able to help that way. And she really called back, and she took the time to thank me. That was really an encouragement for me to do this
Awesome.
work. Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad I picked you to tell us a success story. Thank you very much,
You're
Ribi.
welcome. And all the nurses, I took that encouragement for thank that she gave me for everybody, because all the nurses here are really doing their best.
Awesome. I see the nurses gathering back here. I guess everybody has a success story for us, right?
Yeah.
Well, the good thing, I'm glad you told us that story. We're actually here to do another type of surprise. We do a monthly Employee of the Month, and it happens to be the time for the April Employee of the Month for 2018. And I'm very happy that the story that you told me happens to be a patient that we recognize. I think the patient's name is Elise Jenkins. And we happen to have a little surprise for you, that we have Elise here to meet you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's why we are here to help you out.
Thank you so much.
So Elise gave us the privilege to have her come in and meet you in person. We knew you had spoken on the phone, but you had not met. So
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
over.
And my son is here too.
And we have some of her family members as well to here to thank her son and daughter-in-law.
Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in.
And coupled with that, we have a little surprise. This is the best surprise.
Yes, it is.
But we have a check for $250 for Employee of the Month for April.
Thank you.
And we have a plaque for Employee of the Month for you, Ribi.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much in everything that you do. And congratulations.
Thank you. Actually, I want to, submit this for all of you because they all do the big work here. It's not me, it's everybody. This is for NTL.
Good job.
Thank you.